Hello, hello, hello. And it's been 2 weeks. Has it been 2 weeks? I'm sorry about that. Anyway, welcome back to the UK Inspired Rail Network. We are here overlooking King's Cross, St Pancras and King's Cross, kind of, the junction coming outside of it. Overlooking the concrete works just in between that we did months ago. I did originally record an episode, obviously, but then if you happen to be in Discord or anywhere else, and I think I posted it in a community post yesterday, maybe it was yesterday, day before, was it? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, I think, or I'm planning to post it in a community post. I'm not sure. Did I do it today? Did I do it at the same time? My head's all over the place. Anyway, there's a lot of changes going on in my life right now, so I'm just sorting those out. Anyway, I recorded a video, and because there's a lot of going on in my head, it sounded okay at the time. And then I went to edit it, and it sounded atrocious. My voice was all wrong. The way I was delivering was all wrong. Not like I think about it too much, but I just sounded miserable. All right, and I'm not having that. And my voice was in and out as well because I wasn't really in it. You know, when you sort of disappear and you go away from your mic and you disappear away from your mic and you come back, but you don't quite get it in the same place as you were. That was what was happening. So what I thought we'd do today is take a look at what I actually wanted to do, show you what I did, and then sort of finish it off a little bit and give you an update of what's going to happen over the December period and where I'm at with everything, and then look forward to the new year and look forward to a big 2024 for the channel, for myself, and some other bits as well. Let's get into it. So the idea behind the next episode, or this episode, or the episode that wasn't recorded properly, was to basically get this concrete plant, or Commats factory, fed. Looking at the Google Maps, if you take a look, and if you guys don't use it, and I really recommend it, especially if you guys are making, I know there's a lot of you guys in the Discord and in around the community that like making maps or making railways based on real life or versions of them, like myself. Great screenshots, by the way. I'm really enjoying seeing the other. I'm really enjoying seeing what you guys are doing. I will get that out properly. I'm really enjoying seeing what you guys are doing. It's nice to see everybody's ideas and how they go about it. And also, obviously, we have people from different countries and different places, and they do things differently. And it's really cool to see how you guys do it and the different railways that work in different countries as well. So thank you for being a part of the community. If you're not already in Discord, link should be in the description below. It's also somewhere around the YouTube page as well, somewhere or ever. If not, go to dguk.tv and there'll be a big button for Discord on there as well. On a side note, I've also finished pretty much, I'm not entirely happy with it, with changing the streamer music. I don't know, I've gone off on a tangent. Tangent time. I've gone off on a tangent. I'm in the middle of changing. We were going sort of streamer music, streamer-music.com, but I've actually sort of begun winding that down and compiling all my sort of the music stuff that I do on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and the free downloads of the WAV files, which are also completely copyright free. That's what you call it. There's no such thing as copyright free, but basically me as a copyright holder, I have not got them linked to the content ID for YouTube. So if you wanted to use that music and you do make videos in your, if you do, I can't even get it out. What's going on? If you do make content yourself and you need free music with worry-free, you can listen to it while you're live streaming on all those platforms. You can download the WAVs, the MP3s. I also do have some stems available for those of you who are into a bit of music creation. You're more than welcome to those. You will not get flagged by content ID on YouTube for using that music. You're more than welcome to use it. It's completely free. If you go to dguk.tv, at the top left of the page, you'll see streamer music by DGUK or something like that. Click that link, go down. There'll be access to my the public Google Drive where you can download all the different genres, and then each track is individually in its genre there from each album. I try to drop new music every month, anything between lo-fi, synthwave, drum and bass, EDM, house. I've also got some sort of more hardcore, heavier house coming out, more dancey, big house, whatever you want to call it, as well, coming out. Bit of trance as well. What have I got? Some, I said lo-fi, and some lo-fi hip-hop coming as well in the next couple of weeks. I've recently dropped, I'm sort of testing out some sort of chilled, sort of spacey kind of Synthwave. I dropped that, I think, on the 1st, so that was for December. There's only about 6 tracks, but I sort of mix it in with the rest of the Synthwave playlists as well. So I thought I'd sort of stack up on that, and I was sort of giving that a try and see how, putting out the feelers for that. If you are into that and you do have Spotify, Apple, or whatever, search DGUK on those. Don't forget to drop me a follow on there and give me a listen if you don't mind as well, because it all helps me grow my content and put more. I'm going to say it. I'm going to be honest. Put more money back into the channel, because for every play, obviously, is a few pence, and it all adds up at the end of the month. So I really appreciate it from any of those, or even the YouTube channel. There is an artist YouTube channel as well. It's at the bottom of my YouTube page. There's a few examples of some of the playlists that I have on there. It's at the bottom. There'll also be a link in the description below, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. If I remember when I'm editing this, I'll save it and put it in there. If not, if you just go to the bottom of my YouTube page, you'll see the link to that YouTube page, and you can get it on there. Anyway, tangent over. That was really long. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm sorry. I get carried away with explaining things, and then I over-explain them. Anyway, stop it. So the idea was, where we were building it in and around Leicester and the Leicester to Nuneaton connection, there were a few quarries there. Now, some of them are no longer in use, as we had the discussion on Discord, and some of them are. Now, I did find one that was, and that was the video that I made that I wasn't happy with. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to show you what I've done. So we're going to zoom up there now, and then what we'll probably do is create a line, get this hooked up, and get it set off as well. So that is the plan. So zoom out. So what we have here is we have our, I think I've called it, let's Alt-G. We have our King's Cross concrete plant. That's what I've called it. And we've got London South there. So I'm going to rename that at some point. So we have our access, and we have this. What I've done, I think what I did, yeah, I did a cheeky subway, right? To link this, so we could have this distance. So if trains do come in here, it will drop off the quarry materials. I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, it will work. It will drop off simply because I've put this little subway access in. And I might cover that in some sort of building. I can use the build anyway tool and cover that up so we can't see it. But that just gave me the tendril to extend this over the line without doing anything too weird. Obviously, then we have our truck stop where we can just send trucks in and feed the rest of London. I think they'll be able to get access out here and up here as a bus goes past there, and then access London, and we can feed glorious London that's growing every day some combats as well. And then hopefully it will grow some more as well, but even though it will be a lag there, and then we can start getting it going. I know there's not intercities into there, but I need to get some HSTs for this era, for that sort of side, and I can't remember what they are. So what I did is I just put some intercity HSTs on the line for now, just to give it something going on and give it some usage. And we've got obviously the Thames links that drop underneath here. Anyway, back to topic. Tangent again. So we had this here. This is all ready to go. It's ready to receive our quarry materials. Rocks. Should we call them rocks? What do they call? Should we have a look? They are called, I don't know what they are. Oh, who cares? We'll work it out in a minute. Anyway, they're ready to receive goods. So the idea is it will travel down here and up to where we are, Nuneaton. I need to zoom out and find myself. Wrap. Where are we? Wrap here and up. Yes, here we go. So we're going to go through, where are we here? That's Luton Parkway, Bedford. Carry on up. And what I did do is, even though we've got Wellingborough here, we had another station here, and I said it in the last one, and I can't remember. And it's just after Wellingborough, before this junction where it splits off left or right. So we've got electrification, and then electrification ends around about here, and we travel all the way up to Leicester, which is called Nuneaton West. We'll change that at some point. So then we have Leicester up here ready to go. But what I've done in between is what we've done in the last episode is I created this little bad boy here. This is called the Croft Quarry. Now, I'm not sure, and I've Googled and had a look, and I'm not sure if this is actually in service, this railway, but we are going to use it because it's really cool. And I think once they get some detailing going on, and we've got some rail links, cross-country links between Leicester, Nuneaton, and into Birmingham. I think that's where that line goes. I could be wrong. Wherever it goes, anyway, and through Nuneaton, it will look quite nice once we get some detailing going and we get this. What I've done with these tracks is I've used the bullhead disused because they are quite old looking, and I think it'll look quite cool once I cover this in some texture and buildings and everything. I think it'll look quite cool. It also controls the speed limit. I think it's 20 miles an hour, as I've had a major lockup if I zoomed in too quickly, and I'm not sure if the game's going to crash. Is it going to crash? I think we might have a crash coming. And yes, we did crash. So we're back in the game where we left off. Luckily, I had a crash load, which was quite nice. Normally, they're not available, but I managed to load in where I left off, which was quite good. I'm not sure why that crashed. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. So it looked really nice. Oh, my God. I'm getting scared. Whoa. Whoa. So it looked really nice as we're going along. If it didn't crash in a cab ride, going past once we sort of detailed all this up. So I used, yeah, like I said, I used the bullhead rusted disused tracks. But there's two versions. And if you haven't got these, there is a video I did somewhere around about here. It'll be in the toolbox playlist. I tell you what, at this point right now, a tag will appear on the top right of your screen, but don't leave the video, but it will be there. If not, I'll put a link to the video for these tracks and the other ones. I think it's the Vignale as well, so you get some Vignale ones. And what it does, the Vignale ones, basically they give a nice little I haven't, because I found it after I started this mod, these tracks. I didn't use them, so I've stuck to the high speed on here, but the Vignale just give a nice little curve on the concrete here, and they are 186 and 125 mile an hour options, obviously with or without catenary as well. But then what you also get is you get some different bullhead options. If we go into here and we go to, if we type bull, you get these nice rusted disused. You also get sort of rusted disused. You get them with the Endymy bobs. I can't remember what they're called right now. My brain is not working. But you also get them without the Endymy bobs as well. So if you really want that disused look, you can have that as well. And they're nice and rusted. Obviously, you get normal bullhead as well, which is quite nice with the catenary or without. Obviously, those are your options. And one with no masts, which I always find weird. Anyway, I think it's quite nice if you don't want any glitching masts in certain areas. I appreciate that. And 124 as well. Lovely. So I've used the rusted with the Endymy bobs here, and what I've also added is a sort of a sidings facility here, non-eaten sidings, we'll rename that. Basically for any trains wanting to, I'm not sure actually what this is for. It'd be for something. I'm guessing if they're going back down this way, so what they'd do is there's sidings here as well, is they'd probably just go that way and that way. And I guess if they're turning back here, because they wouldn't use that, they would maybe park here. We'd have some sort of sidings action going on. I'm really not sure, but I put that in there anyway, just in case. I guess if I really wanted to be like, use a lot of freedom, as I could add a quick loop here into this, so you can have that as well. So trains can sort of go that way and then out. But there are switches here, so they do sort of just come off and go along. I think I took liberty with one of these switches, and I can't remember which one it is. I think it's actually this one here. I think I sort of did it myself, the switches there, simply because I wanted this Croft Quarry to service King's Cross. So that's why we left that there. So what we are going to do today is get the line going from Croft Quarry all the way down to King's Cross. But what I'm going to... So what I'm going to... But what am I? So what I'm going to do first is we're just going to get it set up. Now, we're going to go to new line, obviously. We're going to press new line. We're going to select this. And I'm going to get this all set up first. So we're going to use both platforms if possible. And we're going to have wait for full load. And then we're going to swing ourselves, because we don't need to use any sidings because we're straight out. We're going to swing ourselves all the way down to that Commat's factory. And then we're going to use the signals to make sure we're on the right lines, because I want to try and keep it on as many of the slow lines as possible. I'm not that familiar with this Midland Main Line, and I'm not quite sure, but I do know that our quarry is kind of on the up, down, fast side of the track here, as far as I'm aware. Again, I'm not that clued up on which switches, what lines these use. So if we're going to park that in there, and we should, yeah, we've got no no errors with it. So we get that going there nicely. That's really good. But I'm not clued up. I think this is all good here. But we're going to sort of follow it back and see if we do need to change anything. That looks okay. I'm not sure if we could... Do we not switch over at some point here? If I go to this one... Yeah, I think we want to get off this side at some point. I swear we do. If I do this, will this have a meltdown? If I add a... If I try... No, it won't. There's no way it can get across there. But that's quite interesting. I thought we might be able to get across there, but never mind. I know at some point I can. I know that that's going to switch and use that. That's actually all right. That's all right. But at some point, I want to get this across. And I think it's somewhere here. Yeah, it's here. I can get this across here. There we go. And if I come to here... I wonder if I can get that one across as well, or we're going to have a meltdown. It won't be able to cross. Nope, it can cross, and it should switch there. That's quite nice. That's quite good. That's all right. That's all right, I guess. And then we have some weird switch in here, but that's all right, because I don't mind that using that, because that gets it off and out the way of the station. And we come down. Yeah, we have to be that side for that anyway. And then we come down here. And under there and into King's Cross. But we're going to double check this because that's on that side now. We should be traveling all the way up on the up down slow as far as I'm aware. Now we have that doing that. I'm not sure what the hell that's doing. Why is that doing that? Hold on. If we... No, that's right, isn't it? That's what I want that to do. That's fine. Why is that doing... So that's on the left there. That's coming back on that one there. Why doesn't that come back on that one? That's what I find really odd about that. Why doesn't that come... Oh, we'll sort that. I don't know. I'm worrying about the other service now when I don't really need to. So we come... That one goes under this, round that. That's fine. Now, that's interesting. Because maybe that would have been better using that because it would have used this bridge. And maybe that's why that exists now. Do I? But then it will interfere with this a little bit more. Will it, though? I'm not sure. How about if we did that, actually? Should we try that? Maybe that would be better. Yeah, I think it would be, actually, because we can keep it out the way of the station. So if we go here. Yes, that's what I wanted. And then... here. Why can't that travel on that? Why not? Because you'd come up here with that, wouldn't you? Let's have a look. You'd come up to there. Unlock that. No, you wouldn't. Are you not? Where are you coming up then? You're coming up that one, that's why. Fair enough. Well, maybe then if I do... Let's do... maybe this? With this one? Oops, I pressed it twice. Don't need it twice, just once. With that one there. Maybe we use that. And that comes back on that. That's pretty good. I just want to try and get some of these different ones being used as well. And then you do meet up back on here. That's lovely. And then we should travel up. And we should stay on this side now. We go through... Where are we here? Yeah, we're through Luton Parkway. Up. Under the tunnel. All the way up. Past... Bedford. Now, this is where it gets a bit interesting because we are passing through. That's fine. That's fine. The fastest way possible is absolutely fine. Through, and then we go in the tunnel. You go on top. That's fine. And then we come here. Then we travel out through Wellingborough. Stay on the right. And then we switch over here. Yeah, that's lovely. Up. Round on this, switch sides because the up down switches its orientation from left to right to left. Yep, lovely. Into there. Posh, bosh, collect that. Lovely. Right, I did save the name, as I wanted to name this line in my spare time. So this is the King's Cross Concrete Plant Depot line. There we go. And we need to rename this one up to Croft Quarry, and then should we call this one Croft Quarry Sidings 1, just for future reference, and then Croft Quarry Sidings. Ooh, lovely. I do need a new keyboard as well. Something I'm going to get in a couple of weeks. My keyboard's starting to give up a little bit. It's been overused. It's been thumped too much during Valorant games, and we do need a new one. Also, I've noticed my number pad started to give up, which in Transport Fever 2 and games like this, I use my number pad a lot for ones and twos and typing in line 1, you know, sidings 1, 2, something bus 2. Just I use the number pad a lot in this game for some reason, so I do need to sort that out. It's just starting to give up, starting to not respond. It's very weird. So that's all done. What else did I do in that last episode? Oh, we'll get the train set off. Now, I can't remember what length. I had to limit the length of my platforms because the freight platform in King's Cross, as much as I do like a great big 320 meter long freight train, I don't think I can have that for this, because I don't think this platform is that long. Let's check it out. Buildings. This we'll just use. We use this. We don't need this. I think length. I think we can only get away with about 200 meters. 200 and maybe a little bit more than that. 200. Yeah, 200. We can only have a 200 meter freight train. Now I did. Where did I put? There it is. I did put a launch pad for this here as well. So I think for our concrete plant, I think we'll go with diesel multiple units, and we'll go with, no, not diesel multiple units, diesel locomotives. We'll go with, I'm thinking, because we've got to keep the speed sort of relatively good, the class 66. And I am gonna go with, what do you reckon? Great British Sir Sam Fane, Greatest British Freight. If you have any objections to that, comment below and maybe I'll change it. If you have any recommendations for what I should use on this cargo, comments below. And I'm trying to find, I want some decent quarry carriages as well. I don't appear to have any, but I did have these with a little bit of graffiti on, so that's what we're going to use for now. But I do want something a little bit better. I want something that's more used for quarry as well. So if you do know something more gondola-y like this, you know, for the is this, what is this, 75 mile an hour? We could use that, I guess. Something a little bit, actually I'm going to use these. Something a little bit like that. If there's any mods you've seen in the workshop, comment below, let me know, and I will change it. I think I could probably slide one more. No, I don't think I can. One more into this, maybe not. But if you do happen to find or know any decent ones for the old freight for this quarry, let me know for the stone. That'd be really good. What is it called? Stone, gravel? What am I loading on this? I really don't know. That'd be wicked. And then we're going to buy that, and we're going to just attach it to our line and let it roll. And I've forgotten what this is called already, this line. Oh my god, was it King's Cross? There it is, Concrete Plant Depot. Right, and we have given birth to this train. That looks all right, doesn't it? That looks pretty good. So that will go up and down, and we should see that the quarry, I've said quarry. Oh, I had a big yawn. Woo! I said quarry so many times during this video. Quarry and quaffed instead of croft. So that should travel up. A little bit of lag there as we give birth to this. But that should travel up and down now. And we should, if we go all the way up, we should start to see this quarry load up with stone, which it has. It's stone, isn't it? I've just got it right there. We go. Yep. And we're producing stone for that. What we will do, should we set up some freight lines as well? Should we get some man trucks going? Ready? for this as well. Should we do that? I think so. Right. So we'll call this. We'll grab that. Control C. Rename that. Right. And then let's have a look where I'll drop. We have already got some sort of freight droppy offy places in here. But we need to take a look at where we are dropping this. So we've got that's in there. Do we have a lorry here? Does that part cover that? No, it doesn't. So we do need a new. Why isn't this selecting? Have we crashed again? Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Yay, there we go. We need another little depot just for these combats. There's not many here, but it'd be nice just to pop that in there. I could always up the level. We got an autosave. That's why it was having a meltdown. It's getting really busy. It's getting really busy on this map, and my PC is struggling, and that's 2024 new PC. I'm going to go all out. We'll put one on both sides anyway to make that a little bit better. And then we need to go to cars. We can just drop that there. And then where are we? Here. There. And we'll just wait for full load. And then untick that and just load combats. There we go. So this is King's Cross Mats to London 1. There we go. That'll do. So we have that one there, and we can also start feeding other areas as well if we need, like any sort of surrounding London areas. Maybe Westbourne Park. We've got Shepherd's Bush and these combats, so we can have a lot of trucks coming out of here and traveling across London and creating a lot of pollution. Why not? So let's. Where have I got a truck berthing area here? Yeah, we have got one here. I'm going to delete this one actually. Press the wrong button. Don't need you. I'm going to delete this truck stop here because it's sort of limiting the growth of London there. And we're going to put one out of the way over here somewhere, I think. We'll just pop it. We'll pop it over here on this road. We'll just pop that there. That's the wrong one. I need this one just there, out the way. There we go. And we're going to have some man trucks. Is there any particular color I want? Probably not. Now we can have, yeah, these little combats trucks. They're quite nice, aren't they? We could have those. Yeah, let's have a couple of those. Or we can have these, which will also carry them as well. Maybe a mixture. So you have one of each. Flatbed and that. There we go. I don't need that many. What am I doing? Just two. There we go. And we need to go down to where K starts appearing. King's Cross Combats, London 1. There we go. And then I can sell these. Don't need that many. Wild. There we go. And we will start feeding. I thought, yeah, mix it up. Two different types. Or do we just go with the flatbeds? I'm not really sure. We'll go with that. Anyway. The man trucks as well. If you haven't got the man trucks, they're quite cool. You get more realistic looking sort of trucks that are carrying over. I really like the man trucks. They're one of my favorite sort of trucks to use. You get a different range of them as well. If we go in here, you get sort of, you get your normal sort of all cargo. That one, you get the grain one here. Logs and steel. Open top for your grain as well. I don't know what that one's. A reefer. All compartments, 32 capacity, 2 different tankers, and a tipper as well for your iron ore, coal, and stone as well, which is quite nice. There we go. And I've also got these Czech man shops trucks as well, which has got Coca-Cola. And Christmas is coming. The Coca-Cola Xmas truck is on there as well. And McDonald's, Tesco's, which I use quite a lot as well. They're quite cool. Just different versions of the man trucks. I like it. So these should, once we get some combats going, should start feeding this up. Now, I think I've done enough switches, enough signals here to not hold up this too much. I hope. That's really giving it some now, which is really good. So that's on its way. Yeah, it's full speed, 75, which is 70 is the maximum for the locomotive as well. And that, my friends, is about it. I still need to do a lot of work on this Midland main line. I still need to do a lot of work. But for now, that's looking good. Now, through December, I move out of my flats this coming Friday/Saturday. That's the 8th and the 9th. It will be a mixture between the two. And obviously, I'm dreading taking apart my PC. If you've ever watched any of my streams in the past, I haven't streamed in about 9 months on Twitch, but if you ever have, if I've ever talked about it, I do have a lot of kit in front of me, and I do run a 2 PC setup with a, obviously with a capture card. That way I have, basically my second PC has OBS on it with the capture card, records everything on here. As much as hardware-wise, nowadays you don't need to, I prefer it because all my recordings then go on a separate hard drive that's on that PC. So I have it all separate on its own massive hard drive. All my recordings, all my storage is on there out of the way. That's why I really do like it. And when I'm editing as well, I can grab files of what I want. I've always done that. Because I also use a mixer for my sound and stream decks and things like that as well. And I have, like, you know, USB switches for my keyboard. So I use one keyboard, 2 PCs. I'm dreading taking this all off this desk, packing it away and putting it back together, especially plugging things back in. Sound, I'm the worst with my mixer, with the in and outs. That's going to be crazy because obviously the mixer crosses against 2 PCs, so I can control volume. It's going to be wild. It's going to be mental. So over that sort of Friday, Saturday, this Friday, Saturday, 8th and 9th, I'll be busy doing that. I'm resetting up. Then Christmas is coming. I'm going to get myself resettled, sort out what I need to do content-wise, plan my 2024 a little bit. So videos will not be as regular as they have been for the last year-ish, where I've literally dropped, I think for close to a year, I've dropped at least 2 videos a week pretty religiously on a Monday and a Tuesday. The course of the rest of December is going to be a bit iffy. Like this video on a normal week would have been on a Tuesday. I'm dropping it on a Monday just for you guys because I've missed a week and I think you deserve something from me. And I'm blabbering again. So that's what's going to be my coming December is going to be a bit offish, and I'm going to take a week away on from about the 24th through to about the 3rd. I won't be around. I'll share more of that with you when the time comes. But I will be around. I'll be in Discord. I'll be in and around. You know, I'll be on Discord. I'll be online. I'll be on Twitter. I'll be in the comments below, obviously. But the content-wise, it's going to be a bit iffy and a bit weird. If I find the time, if I find a mod that I really want to share with you guys, I will probably get really excited and create a video, and that's probably how it will work. If I suddenly find the time to get detailing on this area, I will get cracking on it. But other than that, I'm going to try and take it easy, get myself settled, sort out my finances a little bit, obviously, as well. But yeah, if I don't see you beforehand, and if I don't get a chance to, enjoy your December. 2023 has been amazing for me for YouTube, and it's something I never thought I would actually really do. I've done different things and I've tried different things with YouTube and Twitch and things, and to find myself sort of in the simulation kind of strategy kind of genre has been a big surprise for me, and it's something I always thought I should have done. Looking back now, hindsight's a wonderful thing, and sharing my FPS adventures were not quite maybe what I wanted to do. As much as I love it, I play Valorant with the boys very regularly, but as a content thing and sharing my passion outside of that, it definitely should have been this from the start. You guys have been amazing. Thank you very much for the 1,400 plus subscribers. Thank you for your memberships. Thank you for your Patreon support so far this year. It's been really, really fantastic, and I've really enjoyed 2023. If I don't see you before 2024, have a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year. Anything else? DGUK.tv. I'm also looking at getting some cool t-shirt designs done for the merch store. If you need a woolly hat, it's getting chilly out there. I do have a nice DGUK woolly hat in the merch. It should be at the bottom of this video somewhere. Go check that out. All of the proceeds, the sales and everything like that, your memberships and everything, all goes back into making this channel wonderful. Don't forget the music as well. Streaming music by DGUK on Spotify, DGUK on all the other platforms. Don't forget to drop a like and a subscribe on this video and all the other ones as well. And I'll see you in the next one.